third time trying to film this video. So if the angle is fucked up, I'm sorry, but I just want to get this video out, so I really don't fucking care what it looks like at this point. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. As I said earlier, tried filming this video 3 times. Well, this is the 3rd time, but I'm trying to get this out for you. I promise that I'm trying. So if you watched my last video, I'm going to be talking about my experience with meeting grayscale in this one. And I'm going to try to talk really quickly and just hit the main points because, again, I want to get this video up. I don't want to have to fucking film this a 4th time. If I have to film this a 4th time, I'm actually gonna fucking lose my shit. Like, I just want to get this up. So again, sorry about the angle. I'm leaning over, literally, so I can fucking fit in the frame. But there's not much I can do at this point because I just want to get this up. Okay. Alright, that angle's a little bit better, so we're just gonna stick with this. I tried moving my ring light around a little bit. So I'm gonna be talking about my experience with meeting grayscale. Again, it's gonna be very brief because I wanna get this video up. So let's just get into it. So the first time that I met them was in Rochester. I bought my VIP months ago, like back when they released it. I saw that they were doing VIP and I was instantly like, yeah, we're putting that on my credit card because, I need to meet these guys. I had already met the 2 Nicks before. Venti was very briefly, and frankly, I was too fucking scared to have an actual conversation with him. And then I met Vino a few times. So I had never met the rest of them, but I was like, I'm ready for that to change, even though I'm fucking terrified of Colin Patrick Walsh. And that still stands today, despite meeting him 2 times, technically 3, but we'll get into that. Hello, Sammy from the future here. I just realized I, in fact, did not go into details about the 3rd time that I met Colin because I was in too much of a rush to fucking get this out. So I'm gonna fucking give you the rundown for that now. So basically, I was outside of the venue in Worcester, and I did not have VIP that day. Was not expecting to meet Colin that day. But it was very brief. Like, it's not like I got a picture with him or anything. But basically, I was outside of the venue by myself, and I saw these Jordans walk by, and I was like, oh no. Because it was the Jordans that Colin literally was wearing all day, every day, during tour. So I see them, like, come around the corner, and I'm just like, oh no. Oh no. And I look up, and I see that it's him. I'm just like, oh fuck. Like, I need to say something to him. So I look up to him and I'm just like, hey, good luck tonight, Colin. Like, just like that. Like, I was almost fucking whispering because I was so fucking nervous and my voice got so high. Like, you can tell that I do not have a high voice, but it was Colin. So clearly my fucking, like, I don't know, customer service voice fucking bullshit came out. And he looks me, like, directly in my soul. It's just like, hey, thanks so much. And then he went inside for his little sound check. So that's what happened. And yeah, thank you. So Rochester came. I did that whole weekend, but I had VIP for Rochester and Wilmington, which was the first day of that weekend, and then the very last date. So we get there, we get in line. We got there at about 10:15. And we were the first people there. So we line up, we're waiting, and let me just tell you, it was freezing fucking cold that day. And waiting to be let in at 5 p.m. was absolute hell, but luckily we got to go in and out of the car as needed because we got to park right in front of the venue, which was really fucking nice because Pittsburgh could fucking never. But apparently Rochester does not give a shit. So we get let in, and we get our fucking bags and shit. We sit on the floor, Q&A. I asked them what their favorite Harry Styles songs are. Colin said pretty much all Fine Line. Venti said Adore You. It was in his Spotify Wrapped. And then Andrew said Golden and Treat People with Kindness. Now the best part about VIP, or at least the Q&A for Rochester, was that Colin kept saying shit like Bestie, Go Off King, and Taste. Now, I think it started because someone asked what their favorite songs off of Umbra were, and after every single answer, the audience aka us, would be like, oh yeah, taste. So Colin started picking up on that, and he also started saying taste and shit like, so true, bestie, like, go off, king. Um, so that was a thing, and it was very interesting to hear. Never thought that I would hear Colin Patrick Walsh say shit like that, but it was a good time. So then was trivia, and my team actually won trivia, so that was fun. We got to hear some demos from Umbra. Um, Really great, fantastic. Maybe they'll make the next album because they were great, and I'd love to stream them. Then was the actual meet and greet. And up until this point, I had not prepared myself at all, even though I had like an entire 9 hours from the time I left Pittsburgh to get to Rochester to prepare, but then also the time from when we lined up until then to prepare, and I still had not, for whatever fucking reason. So I was like, shit, this is actually happening. I did not prepare myself for this. What the fuck do I do? So I'm just starting to think about what I'm gonna say to them. And it's eventually my turn. They say hey to me. I say hey back. They're just like, how are you? I'm just like, good. How are you guys? They're just like, we're good. And of course, I weasel my way right next to Colin because he's dead in the middle. So, like, either way, I'm standing next to Colin. So I get between him and Venti and I are both sitting there just like, I'll insert pictures, but we're both sitting there with our little peace signs. And I showed them the tattoo, which you guys have now seen, but if you're watching this and you haven't seen the tattoo, I'll insert a picture. And Colin, and I quote, says, "That looks fucking sick." So that was cool. Then I was so anxious, I didn't know what else to say, so I was just like, yeah, it really hurt. Like, I looked Colin straight in the eye and said, yeah, it really hurt. So I took an L on that one. And then he said, yeah, it looks like it would have hurt. And I was just like, oh my god. So I pull down my pant leg, and I'm just like, okay, thanks guys, good luck tonight, and I walk away. First time meeting them, I was very nervous. We took an L on that one. It was fine. So that was that. And also in between then and Wilmington, I also met the other bands that performed, or at least I met Young Culture, like, literally before I even met fucking Grayscale. Like, I met them as they were loading in. I met some of Grayscale as they were loading in, but of course fucking Colin was nowhere to be found because he's a diva. And I also met I saw the Wildlife walking in, but I didn't officially meet them. But I did meet the Wildlife that night. I will insert a picture once again. The picture for that one is hilarious to me because my one friend Sienna is sorority squatting because, frankly, Jansen said, are we sorority squatting? And then Sienna's the only one that actually did it. So the next time that they tour and I go to see them, I will be getting a sorority squatting picture with them just for giggles. But yeah, they were all really nice. I loved them. They were great performers, and I definitely want to see them again. So moving on to Wilmington, we're already doing way better in this video than we did in the first time I filmed this, which was like 42 minutes long. So we're gonna try to keep this like under 20 minutes if possible. Wilmington comes, and I knew that for Wilmington I wanted to do like something fun, something quirky. I didn't want to do the regular just like standing there doing nothing photo. I wanted to do something funny. So I consulted my group chat, and one of my friends suggested posing like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So I said, bet. I'm doing that, but I will give you credit. So we get let in, and we did not get there until like right before VIP started going in, which was nice, but also my anxiety was through the fucking roof because I'm a barricade girly. I'm 4'11", so if I'm not barricade, I instantly freak out because I'm short as fuck, and even if I'm second row, I probably cannot see. So, like, it was fine, but I'm a barricade girly, so I'm one of those bitches that fucking shows up, like, super fucking early to line up. So that was different. But everything was fine. We still got a good spot, and my trivia team did not win this time. Colin kept getting pissed because someone's phone kept going off, but that was like the only notable thing that I remember from VIP that day, except for, of course, my pose that I did. So it's my turn to go up, and I tell Jordan, I'm just like, I need to show them this picture that I want to recreate real quick, and then I'll give you my phone. So I show them, and Colin's instantly just like, oh my god. I'm just like, I'm so sorry. So I'm showing them, they're just like, okay, we got it. So I give the phone to Jordan, and we pose. I'll insert the picture, and you can probably tell by the picture, but I am just cracking up in these pictures. Like, I cannot keep a straight face. So we got our pictures, and then I was just like, okay, like, I need to tell these guys how much they've helped me. So I basically told them, like, I thanked them for everything that they had done for me, and that the last few months have just been complete and utter shit, and that their music has helped me get through a lot, and that I appreciated them and loved them, and blah blah blah, yada yada yada. And there, Colin was just like, Colin was staring at me the entire time I'm saying this, and so I'm just like, oh my god, you're making me even more nervous. Like, I'm already nervous to say all this to you, and Colin just staring into my fucking soul while I'm saying all this. I'm just like, huh. So Colin's just like, oh my god, like, we appreciate that so much. Like, I don't remember what exactly he said, because Colin Patrick Walsh is just staring into my fucking soul, and he had done that so many points at that time, I simply could not handle doing it again. Surprisingly, I did not cry telling them all that, which I was very surprised. I was, like, almost positive that I was gonna start fucking crying in front of them, but I did not. So I thanked them, I wished them luck, and I started to walk away, but then I remembered that my friend Rachel wanted to get a group photo with me and our friend Sienna that we went with. So Rachel had bought these gay pride masks, and she had this brilliant idea when we were on the way to Rochester to make them wear the gay pride masks. So she hands them out, I get in my little spot, and she's just like, okay, can we all do, like, the limp wrist? And Colin and Venti are just like, no, we don't want to get canceled. And we all look at Colin, we're just like, you do it on stage all the time, like, what are you talking about? And he's just like, yeah, but I don't really think about it. And it's just like, okay, fair. So Andrew says, what if we just do, like, a thumbs up? So they're just like, yeah, let's do that. So we all get in our little spots, and everyone's doing their thumbs up, and I'm just like, no, fuck it, like, I'm still doing it. So everyone else in the picture is just doing the thumbs up, and then I'm just sitting there just like, I just had to be quirky, I had to be different, I'm an Aquarius, it's in my fucking nature. So that was the end of my meeting grayscale experience, and it was very sad, but I am just so grateful that I even got to meet them, because I know not everyone is privileged enough to be able to meet their favorite bands, and I am just so grateful that I got to meet mine. And if you haven't met your favorite band yet, manifesting that you get to soon, because I believe everyone deserves to meet their favorite bands. I also met Alex from Young Culture after the show, and I'm pretty sure he was drunk off his ass, and he took the time to take a picture with me. The lighting was shit, so the Young Culture fans that were also waiting to meet him put their flashlights on their phone and held it up as, like, a fucking ring light. So thank you for that, if you were one of those people. I also met the Wildlife again after that show for the second time that weekend, and all I remember is I vaguely remember dapping up Carson, and then I remember security trying to kick us out because it was past curfew, which it fucking wasn't, but whatever. So I was just like, okay, we gotta go, and I went to give Jansen a high five, and he held out his arms, and I'm just, like, looking at him like, what? And he's just like, come here! I'm just like, okay! So I awkwardly had to hug him, like, over the merch table, but it's fine, because Jansen is fucking adorable, and I wish nothing but the best for that man. But yeah, that was my experience with meeting Grayscale and some of the other bands that were on tour with them. Honestly, Grayscale could not have picked a better lineup for this tour. I loved every single band that was on tour with them. I did not get to see Girlfriends, but I heard that they were really good too, so I'll take everyone's word for it. But everyone that was on my half of the show, which was obviously Grayscale, Young Culture, Cemetery Sun, and The Wildlife, they were all amazing. So that is it for this video. Sorry again that it was rushed. I just really want to get this out to you guys. So I promise that the next video will not be this rushed. I just had to film this last minute and I was not expecting to even film this today. So thank you guys so much for watching this video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.